Happy Thursday! I hope you're in the mood to scrap. There we go. Hi, I'm Jeanette at Make Sweet Memories, and today I want to show you a very simple border technique for a quick and easy page using the Creative Memories 1 3/4 inch square punch. I love the square and circle punches, and some of my clients have said, "Oh, do I really need a square or a circle punch?" And I have told them, you're going to be amazed at how often you use that. I know it seems like a really basic shape, but you really do use that shape a lot, especially if you have the punch. And Creative Memories orders a certain amount of punches, and they intend to run out of those. And then they bring in a new type of a punch. So right now we still have the square and circle punches at the time of this video, but they won't be here forever. So I want you to really think about that. You might be thinking, oh, I don't think I need it, but I think by the end of this, you might change your mind. They really are fun, easy, and they make scrapbooking faster and easier for you. The former company had a square and circle punch, and we were so excited about that, but they are kind of rough to punch with. The new punches are nothing like that. They're very smooth. My grandkids punch with them. So it's a lot easier. And the nice thing about the 1 3/4 inch square punch is it's the next size up. The former punches ended at 1.5. And so you can continue to layer with your punches, which makes it really nice as well. So I'm Jeanette from Make Sweet Memories, and I am so glad you're here. Please say hello, whether you're watching live or on the replay, and tell me what state you're coming from. Let me look here. I've got somebody. Oh, Robin. Hello, Robin. Yes, you do already have them, and it's amazing how many things you can create with them, right? Robin was just texting with me this morning and talking about little things that she made with her circle punch. So it's really true. I know it's a very basic shape, but I promise you, you will really like it and be glad you have one. So let me switch to my overhead camera and take a look at what we're doing today. Okay, I have these 4th of July photos that I wanted to use. And so I pulled out this collection. It's called Perfectly Patriotic. And I love the 4th of July. My birthday is in July. And so I've just always loved anything patriotic. But this is a good combination of different stripes, stars, words, some tone on tone. And I love this gradient paper. That makes really, really fun little layering strips if you use your border maker cartridges and go across all 3 colors. That's a really fun thing to do. So I think these are beautiful. I love the like little splotchiness on this one. Here's a red tone on tone. Here's a nice stripe. This one's great. Here's a plaid. Here's a stripe with a star. And then a little bit larger star. So it's kind of nice to have different size patterns that you can choose from. A tone on tone blue. There's our red again. There's the star, smaller star paper. And this little blue stripe that I've already really cut into. But I think these are all really fun patterns. So I tried to decide which ones I was going to use. Here's my square punch. And I kind of came down to, I'm going to take this red one out. Take some of these out. You know, you can't use everything all at once or it's just too much pattern. So I'm kind of going with these. This is what I was thinking. I like all of these. And so I can do something with little bits of the paper here. And that's kind of my plan. Let me get out my pictures and my pages. I am putting this in my grandkids' book, and I use Spargo pages in this book. And yeah, this is where I want to go. So I've cut a few strips thinking I want some background paper here. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I did use my 12-inch trimmer and cut a little scalloped edge because you all know how much I love scallops. So thinking maybe I will put that, let's see, on this side. Okay. Let me bring my camera up here so I can see what you're seeing. Okay, so I think I'm going to start on, well, I'm going to see what I think about paper backgrounds. I do love this paper. I love it. So I'm thinking, okay, what about if I cut, no, not that. Let's see. What if I had a block of this? Here, I have a bigger one. Here. Okay, what if I kind of did this and kind of pulled this paper over so your eye kind of flows? That's kind of what I was thinking. And then keep the dark color on the outside and have them be a little bit different. Like this is skinny over here, and this is a little wider over here with the scalloped edge. So I thought, okay, let me get out my pictures and see what I'm going to do with them. I've got several. I've got some skinny ones too. This cute little baby. Let me move that over there. I've got this one. My granddaughters and I dip some pretzels. That's a big deal. I only get to see them once or twice a year. And so it kind of is a big deal when I see them. And I like to cook with them. And, you know, I like to put the things in the scrapbook so that when they come, they can remember things that we did and they talk about it. And I just want them to know that I really value the time that we're spending together. So, you know, as I looked at this side, I'm wondering Okay, now one of the things that's unique about this collection is it has an extra large layered frame that you can get. And so I did get it. And it has this banner that's up on foam squares. I don't know if you can tell, but there's dimension here, here, and here. And then this little part, it's also another layer. So it's not flat, but it's kind of a big deal, right? It takes a lot of space and it would be around one photo, but there's kind of a lot going on with that. And so, first of all, I need to figure out which photo I'm going to use. I thought about putting my parents in here, but this is a horizontal photo, and the banner goes really the other way. I mean, I guess that's okay. But I feel like it should be vertical. It just feels better to be vertical. So I thought, all right, maybe I'll put my brother in there. I really like this picture, how the light is right on his face. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that. So if I do that, then that takes a lot of space over here, right? That's going to take up quite a bit of space. And if my parents are up there, that's okay. It's just his shirt. I think that's kind of where I'll go with that. And then on this side, let's see. I don't know. You know, the more I look at this, and this is just it's really such a personal preference. I think this looks okay, but I feel like I would need to mat everything to have it kind of stand out here. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to do that? Or do I want to take some of the paper off? These guys, this needs to go in here too. The red licorice. And these guys, this is kind of where I'm going, I think. So, I don't know. What do you think, Robin? What do you think? Do you like it with the paper, with more paper in the back? I'm honestly feeling like no. I'm feeling like I like it a little more open, and then I could add in some red, like I could mat them in red. Maybe this strip in red. So I think I'm going to go plainer. I'm just going to take some adhesive and mat this side so I can start laying things down. But I'm thinking this is where my border will be. And it leaves a little space. I'm going to pull this a little bit. Oh, so it's not in the middle. I'm going to pull it a little bit to the right, just so it's almost in the middle, right? But not quite. Let's see, maybe I need to just trim this just a titch more. I'm going to try that. I'm going to put it Yeah, I kind of do like that. Just it'll be up at the top, coming off. Yeah. But I just kind of like it not in the middle instead of in the middle. There we go. Okay. And so here we go with these guys. And then something like this here. Okay, move that over a little bit. I don't want to make them go like this where they're all equal in the center. I sometimes I do that, but most of the time I don't. So I either want that up or that up. Do some journaling or put a sticker in there or something. To me, it just helps me look at each picture if I do that. Does that sound weird? Yeah, you love the paper, but it was busy. I agree. And because I want to use my square maker here, and I want to put some patterns down here in squares, I feel like you will notice these more if this is a little bit more open. I don't know. That's just a personal preference thing. But I'm going to punch with my square maker several of these patterns. I want to get right where it says July. And then we can start to kind of build on those. So let's do another one here. Aren't those stripes nice? I love a good stripe. They're just nice. Now I really like the other pattern on the back of this as well. It's a star pattern. And so I think what looks nice when you're building a little border like this is if you have different squares that read different. Like this has a white background, the dark blue background. This one, you kind of see the red pop out. So I kind of like just a different, you want your backgrounds to be different. Does that make sense? So let's put, where do I want this one? Oh, that kind of looks good with that right in the middle. Oh, that's kind of a fun one. We can go either direction there. And then what was the other one? I do like the blue. I do like this one too. Oh, that's the flip side. Let's use the same paper. And let's just punch. You can punch anywhere you want there. But see how, you want a variety. Oops, let me move over here so you can see. You want a variety of patterns here. And this is a great way to use up your scraps too. And then I do like using some solid color cardstock. So I chose this light blue, and I'm thinking maybe what I want to do is put my light blue in there. This one needs to be here. And then I think with this one, I think I'm just going to cut it so I get some of it. So they don't all have to be squares. And it's kind of interesting if we have one that's a little bigger or one that's a little smaller. So they're all the same width, right? They're all 1.75. But, maybe we could do something like that. Can you see the bottom there? Maybe something like that. Maybe we don't even need that. Maybe we just need to make our blue a little bit longer, or you could space them out a little bit more. That's the thing about this formula. It's so easy, but it's cute and fast, and you get to use lots of patterns that you like, right? And that makes it fun. But I'm thinking maybe I need a little bit longer piece of the blue. I had cut a couple different lengths just to play with it, because I started looking at my stickers and what do I want to use? I really like this one. Was really drawn to the balloons. I think that could be very cute right there. But then I started looking at it some more and I thought, well, how can you not use Happy 4th of July, right? How can you not use that? It's the total perfect sticker. And because this has a white background, you want to put it on a color, right? So that it lifts off a little bit. What you want to do is have some contrast. So I started looking at both of these. Might take that one off. And again, this is, this is what's fun about this border, is you can tweak it however you want. And so every time you do it, it can be a little bit different. And that's okay. So now I'm down to these. But I like that this is longer and it will fit this really well. So then I started thinking, well, do I have a die cut that could fit around this edge? And I went looking on my dies, and this is how I keep my dies on these large magnetic sheets. And I just love this one. It's a scallop with these little stitches. And so I measured it up and I thought, will that work in this space? And look how darling that is. I just think that's so cute. So it does, right? That will fit right in here. And I think that just got way cuter, right? It just has such a fun finished edge. And then my little sticker is going to look darling right there. So I had another thought. Maybe, like if you don't have a die cut and you wanted to use one of these borders, this little scalloped edge could look really cute right here too, to kind of finish everything off. And then there's plenty going on, right? Like you don't need to have so many patterns and so much paper and sticker that you don't notice the photos, because they are the main thing. And that's what we want to keep, the main thing. So I think this is where I'm going to put these down so I can work on this side. Let me put this down here. I think I'm just going to start from the top and kind of put it, that's not in the middle, but about there. That's why I love this repositionable tape. You can pull things up if you need to make adjustments. And is that my big long one? No, it's not. Okay, this is my big long one. And I need to put I need to put this one down. So let me try that. Not quite sure how much space this is going to take, but wow, that looks good. I love the contrast of the white. I love that. I just think it's so clean. I like that a lot. Okay, now let's see. Are we going to be okay? Yeah, we're going to be okay with that. I'm going to put the big blue star on. Kind of line up my spacing here. And here. Now, isn't this a fast, cute border? I think it's darling. I think it's super cute. So lots of fun patterns here. Some complimentary cardstock. And that's where we're going to go, right? Trying to make sure it gets on there. All right, right there. Happy 4th of July. Okay, let me bring that up close so you can see how cute that turned out. Darling, darling, darling. Okay, now I've got these. And I think I want to leave, that's kind of coming over a little bit too far. Let me just trim the edge of my platter here so I can fit it better. Yeah. Maybe like that. Oh, these guys are getting, you know what happens when you start adjusting? You might need to take a little trim a couple times just to make your things fit, right? So yeah, that's better. And how do I want to do this? I like these guys need to come right up to the edge. And I want to leave some room for journaling. Thinking maybe right here, I could write a little about the story. So maybe I need to trim this one just a little bit too. Just take off a little of her arm there so we can fit. They were so proud. They've never dipped chocolate, and ooh, that's good. This one, just a wee bit more, and we are all lined up. They've never dipped chocolate before, so they were excited to make something with Mimi. Okay. How about something like that? I like that. Okay, I think this is a really cute page, but you could see very fast, right? What do you think, Robin? You like it? I don't want you to feel like scrapbooking has to be really complicated and take a long time, because it really doesn't. It's just finding some formulas that you really like and using them. These guys hugging, so cute. Okay, so I think that's where I'm going to go there. And then I will do some strip journaling. I cut a little piece of red. So I really like how the red kind of pops out here. And I thought I would use these write-on stickers. This is from Creative Memories. It's like, it's got a sticky backing, and you just write on it and then trim wherever you want it to go, and then you could put it on your paper. So I think I'm going to just do that right now. I started some of my journaling, but I'm going to just trim that and just keep that extra there. And just trim right here. I really feel like it's so important that you tell the story so that your albums can outlive you. And when other people look at the album, they know what's going on. Okay, that wasn't quite straight. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put this kind of over here. I'm trying not to let it stick too much until I'm sure that it's straight. This would probably be easier to do if I had it right on my mat, but I'm just going to go this way, vertical. And then this one, I thought I would maybe notch the edges of it so that you could have like a little tag. Let's see, I can go a little further on the edge. So I'm cutting in the middle and then I'm coming up to each side so that there's like a little edge. Darling. Oh, you like it? Good. I know. I think it's really fun. Okay, so this one I'm going to put going the other way. So you can kind of offset them. And I like that because then everything doesn't have to be perfectly lined up, right? It makes it easier. And then this last one, I think I'll just make straight. This is also good if you like make a mistake in your journaling and you need to cover up something. And then you could put one of these over it, cut a little piece of it, and kind of use it as correction tape. Woo, is this going to make it? It is. Okay, I'm going to make this one come off this side too. So I'm just, you can create interest with your journaling, with other things. Doesn't have to be just tons of paper. Okay, I think that's cute. And I may be able to find another, little icon, the hearts, I don't know, something on this one or this one. Memories, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think about that, but there's room here for something else if I choose to do that. Or I could bring this down. I kind of like that there's a little breathing space there. So I think that's where I'm going to go on this side. Just line that up. I do like using 3x4s with a 4x6. I really do like just having some different size photos in my layout. It's just, I don't know. That's another thing that can add interest to your page. What are we doing here? Should we do this? I don't know. Now I'm thinking I don't want these guys. It's getting too matchy in the center. So maybe I'll bring this down. Maybe I'll bring this down. Yeah, I like that better. And then, yeah, I like that. So you just kind of have to play, see how things feel for you. But I like that they are the same height and width. That makes it easier to line things up and keep this little grid pattern, which is honestly the easiest way to make sure you can get the most use out of your space, right? The surface area of your page. Okay, so there's the first one. And then let's move over here to my big, huge frame. See what we're going to do here. I do really like how the scallops match, like this little scallop and then my scallop on the other side in the frame. I am such a sucker for a scallop. I love them. Okay, so if there's a scallop somewhere, I'm probably using it. I think it's the cutest little edge. So let me line that up there. And then I'm going to leave this strip open. I might add some red to that. But I think this is a cute picture of my brother. And I just need to figure out how it's going to fit in here. That looks pretty good. I want his head. How about there? There. Oops, I didn't put anything on this. Forgot. I love that it's already layered. And I might put like a word sentiment or something on it, but I really like it's layered, and yeah, I like how that looks. Just trying to line things up here. Okay, and then I have my parents that I'm going to slide under there. You pull that down so you can see. And they're kind of fading to me, and they're a big deal. They're 88, and so I'm thinking about matting them on this red. See what a difference that makes to just pop them up. So that's what I'm going to do. Just mat them with a very thin little mat, but it will help your eye just to notice them. So I'm going to slip that under here. It's kind of tricky to see the top of the page there. And this does overlap, but that doesn't bother me. It's just his pocket. This is what I'm looking at. And these guys right here, oops, got a little bit of, stick them on there. These guys are skinny, but I feel like they're kind of fading away too. If I were to put a block of color behind them, then they would pop out a little bit. So isn't that a darling baby? She's so cute. This is one of my son's best friends, little girls. Oops, gotta make sure that it's on straight. put it right in the middle. How are you liking your repositionable tape, Robin? I'm curious. I love it. I don't know how I lived without it. When I first heard about it, I thought, why would I want that? Why would I want to reposition things? Oh, brother, spend my life doing that now. I really love the repositionable tape. Okay, see how visually it looks bigger. It looks bigger because it's attached versus separate. So where do I want them? Do I want them right there? I think I do. I think I'm just going to push them off to the side. Like this. And then it kind of fills that space, right? Okay. All right, so now I have this space up here, which I think I will journal as well. That needs to be trimmed just a little. I like the look of the red, the contrast of the red against the blue. I just think that's so sharp and pretty. So I think what I'll do is put that there. And then I can add some journaling. I'll probably cut some ruled paper and just journal here. And then I might add some of these little sentiments. You know, maybe we need a white one on that background. Memories. So I'm going to play with that a little bit, and then I'm going to post what I end up doing on Instagram so that you can see how it all ended up. So if you don't follow me yet on Instagram, I would love it if you did. Just go over and like and follow Make Sweet Memories. Oh, Robin, you've never tried it. Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah, you will love this. Okay, it's these little teeny dots, and it's just amazing. It's like the regular tape runner, except you can reposition it for about the first 24 hours. And then it's just as sticky as the other adhesive. So it keeps things in place, but initially you can slightly adjust, which I do all the time. I just like my lines clean, but it's hard to do that always the first time, right? So that's repositionable tape, and it's the green refill, and you can get it on my Creative Memories website. But love, love, love this. It's such great tape. I think you'll really, really like it. So if you want to see what this looks like at the end, go over to Instagram and click on or search for Make Sweet Memories there. And if you'd like to learn another idea using the 1 3/4 inch square punch, then look on my YouTube channel for embossing tip number 1 under the design tutorials. And I show you how you can make a simple little frame using your square punch and a couple of different ideas with that. Here's one example. Let's see, where's a picture? So that you can see one example of a border that I did there using the square frame. And then I just built it out with a little bit more, and I made a little tag with my 3-in-1 beveled tag punch which is another favorite that I use all the time. And then this is like a firecracker punch. This is a laser border. This is just a circle that went in there. And then you could just layer your picture right across here. So you don't have to have something coming down your entire border, right? You could just have a little grouping and a cute little edge and then layer your pictures. So if you want to see something like that, go to the embellishing tips #1 under the design tutorials. And then here's another simple example where I used a white die cut, and I don't know if you can see, but it's got these cute little stars and stitching on the edge. And I used a lot of the same papers, but this is just a summer nights page. So you don't have to use this collection for just the 4th of July. There's a lot of fun summer nights that you could use it for. But I just wanted you to see a quick variation on that. So, do you have any questions for me, Robin? What are you thinking? I'd love to know. Can you see how a simple punch can whip up a darling border? Now, you don't have to have the square punch. You could cut this with a trimmer. It's just fast and easy. And there's so many things you can do. You can cut it in half this way on the diagonal. You can cut it into thirds. You can cut it 2/3, 1/3. You know, there's just lots of ways that you can use this and really have fun with it. So if you are not following me on Facebook, I am on Facebook under Make Sweet Memories there too. And Facebook is where I post pictures of products that are coming out, news, events, updates. Sometimes they have free shipping or they have a promotion. Every 2 weeks, Creative Memories comes out with new product. And every month, they're going to have a new tool, at least once a month. So once you've ordered with my Creative Memories link, you're invited into a special customer group on Facebook. And I just give you a few more perks in there as a customer. So if you like this style and you want to learn more, then that's how you get in the group once you've ordered on my Creative Memories link. And on Facebook, it's just the Shop Now button. I also have makesweetmemories.com, and you can shop from there. But that's where I put all the specials. I'll put up all the pictures of new product that's coming. So check that every Friday afternoon to see if there's something new, because every 2 weeks they come out with some new product. So thank you so much for being here, Robin. Lots of new ideas. Yeah. And fast, right? That's the idea. Clean, fast, but fun. And tell your story. You can do it with these little strips. You can do it with lined paper, but you want to make sure you tell your story. That's really, really important. So thanks for watching. I'll be back next week. Take care, everybody.